That has to do with this fresh asphalt. It has a ton of grip. You can turn that car just dead left, straight down pit road.
Fresh grass doesn't have much grip at all.
Still clear by 3 out back on Montoya pushing. And he turned the pit on. On pit road now. In the grass. Take it easy. Nothing's coming at you. Hold her down right there. Nothing.
And on our Fox Exmo cam,
we were talking about synchronized racing. That's synchronized spinning right there.
look at Montoya, the car control, locks the brake, waits on it, unlocks the brake to make the turn to pit road while Biffle is headed for the grass.
Like a snow plow going through there.
Yeah. That nose is tough, though. Look at it. It's eating that grass up, but it's not affecting that nose other than from the wreck. But the part still there is not even moving. We've seen that on a number of occasions.
Kind of a tough day for half of the Roush Fenway camp. The last caution was for his teammate, Matt Kenseth, in the 17.
Let's open pit road once more. It's still too soon to get them to the finish on this pit stop. What's going to happen, Steve?
What's going to happen in the 33 is they're going to change 4 tires, Mike, and this will be the last time they take tires in this race. So that's what the strategy is for Clint Bowyer.
Not everybody stops. Truex, Trevor Bayne, Dale Jr. stay out. So do Logano and Busch and Kurt Busch.
But those are all drivers that was just in on pit road about 5 laps ago, Krista.
That's right, and Murray's so concerned with his teammate. The first thing he said was, Montoya, okay, how's his car? They said, he is fine, come in for your 4 tires. Matt?
14 for Paul Menard in 4 years. Impressive run today. He just stalled the car, refires and he's away. They didn't pit the previous time, and it was gas only before that, so he should be good to go.
Looks like 13 drivers stayed on track, led by Martin Truex Jr. We had so much fun watching Cars that Cars 2 is going to be released nationwide in June. Spies, intrigue, European racing. Will Darrell Cartrip be back?
I think so. I think he will.
You had a lot of fun doing that. I'm jealous.
It's the most fun you can have.
The Daytona 500 is sponsored by Goodyear, the official tire of NASCAR. Goodyear, more driven. By Disney Pixar's new 3D movie Cars 2 in theaters June 24th. And by AT&T. Rethink possible.
Ready to go green, and the hardest working man in Daytona is that bright green car in the outside lane, Mark Martin. He was in the lap 30 crash, and at one point he was 3 laps down. He's gotten a couple of the free passes. He's back on the lead lap. He's up there in 8th place. It's his 27th try to win the 500. Can he make it?
Yeah, and guess what his motivation is? He's never won it before.
Green flag. 54 laps to go. And still 27 cars on the lead lap.
Boy, Dale Jr., he just forced Trevor Bayne up off the bottom there and said, I'm coming through, dude. You're going to have to move out my way.
And for a minute, he didn't have a dance partner, and then those 2 Gibbs cars, Kyle Busch in the 18, Joey Logano on the 20, jumped right down behind him.
But the 21, I mean, he has fallen like a rock because of that. He lost his momentum. He's in the middle back there behind Martin Truex right there.
Plenty of time. And Larry, one more pit stop?
Yeah, whether you stop that time or not, still one more stop.
So this, do you feel it? Do you feel it? The intensity is starting to really ramp up.
3 wide, about 8 deep. Here they come.
Mike, you just talked about him. Mark Martin in that 5 car pushing Kurt Busch to the lead. He was in that big wreck that we had back on lap 29. And how about Kyle Busch in the 18? He was our first caution back on lap 4, spun out in front of half the field.
Man, there's some nervous cars back in there, Larry. I see a lot of cars shaking around, moving, getting loose, getting in the corner. Woo.
Everybody positioning and trying to find a drafting partner.
Now that's a pair. That would be a good pair right there.
Dale
88
Jr. with Regan Smith.
78. Like that little combination.
We got two of the Roush Fenway cars that's left in the race. David Reagan in the 6, Carl Edwards in the 99, starting to line up there on the bottom of the racetrack.
58 lead changes in this Daytona 500, 2 shy of the record, as Dale Earnhardt Jr. brings them across with Regan Smith. Kyle Busch and Joey Logano, teammates.
Regan Smith has been a player ever since we got here. He has been at the front of the pack, setting in a winning spot a couple of times. Good shape right now, hooked up to the back of that 88 car, Dale Jr.
His best career finish, Smith's best career finish, 12th 3 times. Now, he was the first to cross the line in 2008 at Talladega, but was judged to have passed below the yellow line, and the win was taken away. Tony Stewart went to victory lane.
You know, a couple of drivers that raced against each other a lot in sprint cars. They're starting to team up there. Casey Kane in the 4, Tony Stewart in the 14.
Over the next, I don't know, 15 laps or so, you'll find out who's got what. These guys been riding around a little bit, maybe saving a little bit, making a charge.
Look at the closing rate. Look how fast the cars pushing each other went past Logano and Busch when they were not pushing each other.
But what I'm seeing, DW, is now people are starting to find different partners than what they worked with most of the race.
Yes, sir. It looks that way, Larry, especially these front two here. And then there's a Brad Keselowski in there, and he's got Martin Boyer right behind him. And whoa, that's a little edgy getting into turn 3 right there. Mark in the middle in the green car, Mark Martin.
Working with Kurt Busch, the 22. And out front, Earnhardt and Smith continue to try to run away from the field.
I don't think they can get away, but man, they sure do have a big lead. Biggest lead we've seen in quite some time.
Greg Biffle checked and released from the infield care center after bringing out the caution at lap 142.
You know, Mike, you talked about the lead changes. We still have roughly 25% of this race to go.
"19 different leaders, 2 off the record. 58 lead changes, 2 off the record." Let's check back and see how your Pizza Hut fan favorite driver is doing. Well, we don't have to check back, we have to check forward. Dale Earnhardt Jr. out front.
You know, Dale Earnhardt Jr. told the media earlier in the week.
56 and 21 are going to get up beside that 2 and 33. There are 3 behind him with a run, 2 behind him, big run behind him now. They're almost to the 78. Make sure you stay in his bumper there. Side by side, 2 back from him. 56-21 on the outside, 2-33 on the bottom. He's still clear. 56-21 got a big run on the outside. Just make sure they don't pull you apart. Big run coming on the outside from them 2. There's still 2 behind him. 1 behind him. 1 behind him. I'm going to watch him in the corner here. Make sure you guys stay attached. That's what they've been doing to people. 3 behind you, 3 behind him, 3 behind him, side by side back there. Still good job.
Sounds like a horse race.
Well, actually, it sounds more like air traffic control.
Yeah,
the calm voice of the spotter giving you all the information without any of the excitement.
But there you see 93 races since that last win. He told the media, I just know with the right formula, the right chemistry, and communication, which I think you'll have with what was the 24 team last year, he said, I can get back to where I was a few years ago as far as winning races.
Around the outside and to the lead comes Ryan Newman with Denny Hamlin's Toyota pushing Newman's Chevrolet. 47 laps to go in the Daytona 500 on Fox.
He even watches NASCAR on Fox.
Yeah, on the caution flag, Dale Jr. could look over and see the replay on the big video screen.
I wouldn't be so sure he doesn't have a TV in that car.
He might. Wonder if he has a view of Digger.
Get back in the hole.
Ryan Newman, Denny Hamlin were out front last time by. Regan Smith, Dale Earnhardt Jr.,